there, but gonna be a much more passive laning phase coming up from Scout.
Yes! The Seraphine makes it here at Worlds! Oh, Freak, I know you're in love with this pick.
Yes!
You're definitely in love with the support.
Got a jungler coming though. And it's going to be time to try to fight on to Ruler. The flash, the exhaust, the Auto's finally up to it, goes off, decent damage on a Ruler. Is it going to be enough now? Flash to follow, beautiful by Jeja. The shield comes in again, they get the trade kill. Now Life's got some teammates, double TP coming in now as well as the junglers show up. Scout gonna run back, BDD the same. A 1-for-1, both AD carries dead.
There, but also the team fights are a bit different with EDG going hard on Viper!
Just deletes Ruler, and now maybe a counter again because Rascal TP is down. Level 6 in the Gwen, doesn't have the damage. A good slow comes in for Lulu, chasing out as much as they can, and he's just dodging away. Not going to fight anymore. Crowd control, just let level 5 on the Lee Sin does not mean a kill.
That coming up hands empty there for Rascal is such a big deal. And the CC to try and make a Rift Herald play. Mako, though,
just the root. Mako doesn't have a flash, get away. Gonna buy some time with the tidal wave, but waves goodbye. Can you rush down the Herald in time? Answer is going to be yes. There's the smite for Jeja. And that's gonna mean more cash money. Keep in mind, 2 plays right in top. Flandre can be snowballed off that.
Yeah, so nice pickup for EDG, but I actually really like the adaptation coming up from Gen G as Jeje finds a knock-up.
Damage, Redspike gonna build him some time though, and Clint gonna chase in for a bit more. The kick flash, Life finds the execution. Clint, that was beautiful. Well, here's the big play top side. Flandre got his Divine Sunderer. Yes, they're gonna Maker, but here comes the summon. They can auto it down to 2 plates. They've even got an Orianna for good measure, and this should always kill the top lane turret as long as they stick around for a few more moments. They'll get the damage, they'll get the turret. They're choosing to cross map. Now, it's worth noting though that EDG have bot pressure because they've got the mythic difference in the AD carry. Reasonably partial to at least some level of crit on the Misfortune. Gonna go in for the play, double auto, gets the Q, gets the oh my word, that is a lot of damage. An execution from Viper's Gale Force. Ruler tried to get away, but Flash was not enough.
Taking the Lucian Nami to extreme levels here. Gets the flash out of Ruler and the kill down. There's no question on the Dragon now.
Oh, Lee Sin's gonna lay in the queue. Flash not gonna get you much. Oh, there's too much healing. Tidal Wave's gonna hit on a 3, and that might mean a kill. Knock up from Clint. Thank you, Lulu. Barely going to live. Viper's Flash does not get the extra last auto that he needs.
Now they're gonna be able to turn to Dragon first and pick up this objective.
Down to 3k health in the Herald. They gotta make sure Clint is around for the smite if he wants to go for it. Nah, gonna be claimed here by Jeja. Is there a team fight though? As we look to find a stun on the 2. Knock up, not quite gonna find. Kick back, hits Mako, and that means Nami falls. Scourger keeps Clint alive, and a big charm keeps it a little bit longer, but Shockwave turns one back around. Viper firing freely, finds the second kill. Exhaust traded, fighting Ruler, jumping away, staying alive for a moment. Life flashes, and his life flashed before his eyes as that is Viper dropping. Scout looks for Ruler. Ruler cannot get out. Auto attack, a shield. You gotta get this kill. He's gonna claim it. 1 left alive versus 2.
Right into Rascal, who can pop his W, and so hard to lock him down. But EDG, Viper's still going.
Looking for damage, and Ruler cannot quite kill, but geez, is that a lot of damage? Well, BDD would love to stop the Herald, but can't walk back to the eye, and so it will get the charge down. Now, that's actually, I believe, top and bot lane tier 2 have both been Herald crashed, as it is in this year of League of Legends. Dunk comes in, Shockwave on the 2. Lee Sin gets the Gore Drinker, and a spike comes in. Okay, second Dragon for EDG. Flandre kiting back. His dodge zone is down. Rascal would love to keep the chase going. Gets some decent damage. Kick back. Will not kill Viper, but Clint is on the chase. Clint gets the kill. Will he trade his life? Not just yet. BDD's there to support him. Gets the root. Gets a lot done. And now we get the rest of the squad chasing in. Beautifully done. Gen G find 2 kills.
They didn't waste any cooldowns, and holding them, they're able to actually turn it around afterward.
EDG has done a really good job of clearing the waves out, not bleeding a single turret, and in fact, knocking down top. I say that mid lane's gonna die here, but still, the point still stands that it is less than the Baron itself in gold.
And I think it's because they have such strong components from their early game.
Gen G could contest pretty soon. They'll kill it first. Will there be a team fight? Looks like that answer is gonna be no.
Going for the rapid fire cannon, he keeps dashing in aggressively for this extra damage. He's such a confident player in his own movement.
Ooh, snare.
Yeah, but he's so tanky. Keep in mind, he has gotten solo turret for the last...
Oh, Viper! He gets hit!
Huge charm, and Viper just goes down! Oh, that man has been defanged. A kick into the wall. Scout gonna stay alive for now. Clid to be Shockwave back. Goes in far. Gordricker on a 3. Staying alive for the moment. Rascal sniping. Can't quite find those. Flandre finally goes down. And yet again, it's Gen G finding 2 kills and turning for a Baron.
And BDD, yet again, makes a critical pick for the team. Viper has been so confident in his movement freak, but he does not flash the ulti there. BDD gets a pick and Gen G get a Baron.
And it's crazy because we were questioning if BDD can have the same impact when he is on the supportive champion, but it doesn't matter. He's the one finding the lockdown to set up for the damage coming out of the rest of Gen G.
Bubbles, charms, sleeps, stuns. Give this man some crowd control freak, and he's gonna work some magic.
JJ, of course, knows he's the primary front line, but now being zoned away, Rascal going for the pushback. Viper getting kicked. Viper flashes and stays alive. Health bar is low. Will be able to dash across the wall. Lee Sin drops, and Viper this time around saved his summoner spells for the right time. This is how you do it. Getting away from the skill shots. Charm is going to miss, and EDG looking for the Dragon Soul. A dunk out of the backline. Gore Drinker and a stopwatch for JJ. Ruler's got nowhere to go. Finally flashes and burns the stopwatch, and that is now Dragon Soul claim.
And the rest of EDG were just there to peel off the other three members of Gen G, not able to follow off, with Flandre doing a nice job of zoning.
That should not be the norm for the team, so that play is going to be incredibly important. No,
Eric's down, Chase, ulti, and he's out of shields. That is a lot of ability power, and now the dunk on BDD has a flash. Bullet time comes down. Tidal Wave's going to hit there as well, and BDD barely able to slink away. Perfectly timed bubble. Absolutely no way out for Rascal. Teleports to his doom.
There from Scout in the side brush. He immediately shockwave on Clid. The follow up there from Viper, and then forcing it through. The teleport timing from Rascal is just a dream for Mako. Easy for him to time that one. You know, it's pretty easy also to aim. You'll always teleport, end up between where you're teleporting and your Nexus, so he's able to hit that bubble no problem. Picked up the extra kill, and
Ward's gonna go into the pit. Now they know. Gonna get a bit of damage, and Clid, here comes the dunk. He's gonna flash back out. BDD locked in place, does not have a flash, does not have a stopwatch, does not have a life anymore. Speaking of him, down to 100 health as well, as it's gonna be Gen G running away. Do you turn back to Baron, or do you find this kill into Clid?
I feel like for EDG, it's a simple solution. Just turn back to Baron. Looks like what they're going to do. Flandre can keep just playing keep away. He even sells his flash up and is quite safe.
This is a lot of damage. You can kill him. Oh, the flash to safety for a second, though. Flandre going to have to jump away, going to flash, and he's back up in a second, but he's still zoned away. The jungler, Clid, is not even across the mid lane again. The third Baron of the game is going to go to EDG, the last hope of the LPL. Away.
yep, Flandre's in base, and he's at the Nexus turrets. They had to send Rascal back. Can he even cover the Jax? The Nexus turrets are melting, and they're teleporting!
Scout! They're trying to end it now! Never leave a man behind! Shockwave gonna be Zonia's, but the Nexus will fall! We have seen these fights before, and yet again, the LPL wins the base race! Game 1 goes to EDG!
Going to be a game plan.
Yeah, and it feels like with the Renekton, right, it's just comfort for Rascal up in the top side. They do have a lot of early game power coming out with both the Lee Sin and Rakan as well as that Renekton. Jhin, of course, going to be able to do fine in that bot lane. To our EDG, again, sticking with some identities of scaling in their composition.
That's an important power spike as many minions have died, but they're going to try for this dive. Can he make it happen? TPing another Rise as well.
Wait.
When do they hit the button? They find the first slow. He's already dashed one time. Second one's going to flash into the blue area, but that means it is at least half a wave, maybe a second one dropping.
Yeah. But Rascal returns to the scene of the crime.
All right, Scout's going to miss some farm, but now Rascal is flashless. He's caught up a little bit of CS. Healing, his Q's now on cooldown. There's the knockup, there's the combo. Scout pulled the aggro. Goodbye, top lane's over.
Back to the early stages where Gen G still have hope. If they can get Rift Herald and push us ahead,
right, all the map is connected. Flandre able to play very self-sufficiently. Has been getting his own vision if you do look at River to where he's able to play like this. Rascal finding it all in though.
For a lot of damage. Second dash going to be up soon. Flandre! Oh, Rascal! He was first blooded, he was camped, and he solo kills Flandre.
To make sure he'd be able to finish that one off. And then nice by Clid, even hovering mid to make sure they're winning on both sides.
But again, those plates are taken. Now, BDD, I don't believe is getting his share of that gold. So it's all on to Clid. You are not accelerating the Azir.
It also goes back to the point about Flandre trying to be self-sufficient, of Gen G punishing that.
Ace comes in, they get the root onto Lee Sin, just barely, but a charm and knockup. Mako wants to tank the Q from Lee and is able to do so. The big health comes across, Ward have to kick backwards. Is this going to be enough to kill out Viper? He's running for his life, his health bar is at 1 and he's going to go down.
Hinges on so many of these picks and trying to make these plays.
They're just still going to be attacked there. Finds the knockup. Actually able to catch BDD, who jumped in but couldn't get the push back. However, Sin is on the follow through, and Clint gets a third kill of the game. That's going to be Scout locked up, not quite dead yet. Sidesteps the Sonic Wave. That would have been a chase down for sure. Okay, not JJ didn't come on his way over. Noah's going for a TP defense. Ruler 300 gold richer. Now the bot lane. I mean, I like the Lulu pick.
EDG so early on this objective, they're not going to. For Gen G now, I think you just look towards bottom side.
And okay, I like this one. Also, if you're afraid of getting attacked, you flag behind. The AoE for the attack speed is very, very high. Put the autos Q back out. Noah's going to gank you. They're not going to burn the Herald just yet.
You can overcommit to a side of the map and force your opponents to answer the hard push of the Herald, but it is a really good pick here.
Good play by JJ, but still rooted in place. He's going to get kicked and killed. Well done by Clid. Best he could do was to ult through the charm.
And Ruler, with the Gen ultimate opening up again, Clid finds another. 3 kills for him.
Scoop back on a scout. Ruler lands the snipe, lands the kill. It just keeps happening. This game belongs to Gen G.
Is now that you do have all this priority with pushed in on side lanes. This teleport very deep. They're going for the pick on the Renekton.
Yeah, they know he's isolated. They know he's away from the rest of the team. So Rascal going to be attacked and shut down.
EDG needed to find anything.
We keep cursing both teams. Let's just keep talking about the comeback mechanics for each side, and we'll continue to have the back and forth here as EDG, not only is it a pick, but they trade turrets. They're going to leave open the inhibitor here. With 37 seconds left on the Dragon 2, you have to decide between getting your recalls off to reset for your control war.
Follow up, but no, for Gen G, they don't want to look for it. And now Gen G, of course, are going to posture towards top side of the map, look to get that vision down, because Bear now the only standing neutral.
Rascal to teleport in. Life is looking.
They're looking. They're going to find the knockup. Is it enough to kill BDD? Clint forced back as well. Jinja so incredibly low. They get the Lulu ulti. Viper can take some of it. He's going to run his way out. Is this going to be a play? No, gonna jump backwards, but be careful because they can keep on going. It's a flash in for Clid. It's a flash in for life. 1 kill so far. Will they find a second? Mako is low. Mako could drop, and Mako does. Really gonna get that kill. Looking for another. Flashes in, finds the shutdown, and Flandre's on his way out. Gen G are gonna find this game. They're gonna find 4 kills. The map belongs to Gen G.
EDG overreach, and Gen G will walk this one right to the base.
And amazing to see, especially from Clid and Life to follow that one up. Rascal with the flank as well, and Gen G looks like they can just walk this one down.
If you come at BDD, you better not miss. They punish the turnaround. JJ goes down, and Gen G will even it up.
All right, 1-1 in this one. A stopwatch for good measure. Not going to matter. You are not going to defend this base. The Nexus turrets will fall. The respawns come in. A dunk for JJ to buy a little bit of time. Flashing away to safety. Rascal gonna take out this turret for a while. The rocket might land for a bit of damage. And maybe, just maybe, the Nexus won't fall. It's gonna be a smite fight. It's gonna be a smite fight. Is Clint gonna get it?
Clint.
He is. You gotta be kidding me. It just keeps happening. And we're gonna have a whole bunch of kills. It's Flandre running for the hills. A Realm Warp brings 2 to safety, but they're gonna pick up every single one they can. Okay. It's going to be BDD putting a stopwatch. It's going to be 3 shots for a minute, but BDD stays alive. Scout and Mako doing the best they can. Flandre cannot lifesteal enough. Ruler keeps finding the kills. Then a stopwatch buys another couple of seconds. A flash of safety will not bring Mako back to life. This time it is Gen G finding the kills. Clid does not miss smites. And game 2 is going to go to Gen G.
Amazing to see from the early game coming out from Gen G, especially Clid. It felt like he was everywhere he needed to be. Colby, you kept talking about the outplays, the playmaking that Clid needed to find.
It also, wow! I can't believe it! They're gonna lock in Renekton! Wow!
I can tell you're so surprised. And again, it's this theme of comfort on Gen G.
Yeah, Flandre is at least pretty healthy. Here comes the first TP. This is going to be a 3v1. Okay, how many reinforcements do you have? Because it's going to be the follow-through. The stun's going to land, the Q to follow. They've got everybody here, and First Blood comes in. BDD claims 400 gold.
It can be very awkward and very hard to find opportunities to come into game in skirmishes or in team fights. You always find a lot of use coming out from your W. Is a lot of trading in bot lane, Kobe.
They're going to trades with Ignite. Yeah, getting pretty low. 100 health on a Viper. Flash follow, and life brings death. The Guardian Shield will still tick down with Ignite. Mako trades one back. Gonna pop it down to 2,000. Smite fight gonna be in pretty soon. Jinja gonna miss his first engage. Clint finds the kick, and they're gonna find that first kill. Gets the smite, no problem. 5v4. Gen G came to play. Gen G came to conquer.
As soon as one lands, you know, the enemy team's trying to dodge this whole time, but all you need is just one of them to hit.
I think if that Q had landed, but now Flandre wants in. Ult and Ignite gets the ulti back. A flash out of Rascal. And you got to auto in between those ult charges, so he has to turn around to the minion wave, and Rascal, last ult charge, will not quite kill, but it forces the ulti out in case there was a dive.
Look at this rotation, though, too, on the mini-map. Clid coming up.
Okay, gets kicked into the wall. A good dodge away with Flandre. Careful, Rascal can still show up. The slow's going to be decent. Flandre able to lifesteal back up. Tidal wave onto a couple. BDD going to go for the play. Has an extra flash and gets right back out. Life knocked into the air, but not taking enough damage to be killed. Mid lane turret down to a single plate. Minions tank the damage. BDD walks out.
Clid can go answer up in top side, which allows their bot lane to follow up on mid. So really nice sequence of events coming out from Gen G.
Just the 4,000 gold difference remains. Dragons count still only at one. Has to burn the flash, but they might find the rest, and they do. Clid lands the skill shot. Ginger gets a knock up, but he's going to be rooted in place. Thank you, Everfrost. Reinforcements have come, though. BDD going to fall. Tidal wave not going to get any more targets.
That Ruler's winning out on the opposite side because Viper and Mako need to go try and save Scout in the mid lane.
Can he make another individual play? Yes,
he hits it.
Drowsy. He's going to get hit down to half HP. Ulti comes back for the trade. Decent damage out of Scout. BDD will not find the second shot. Health bar lead still goes to BDD off the flank, off of the nice Fog of War play and top lane. EDG have overpowered the bottom side, and they are going to equalize the Dragon's score. Herald charge is only going to get damage on the turret.
They're teleporting.
That's power.
It's a late teleport. The Dragon's already gone, but they're doing it.
Wander doesn't have TP. BDD not going to be an easy target just yet. Viper going to cleanse away, and now looking for that fight onto Rascal. Tidal wave to buy some time. Push Ruler out. Rascal still the target, but not going to go down. And Clid is here for the flank, here for the kick. Is he going to get the target that he wants? The flash stun, the double knockup from Lulu, and they're going to slaughter everybody. 2 for nothing, 2 for 1. They do trade back on a Clid.
Because Gen G are playing so well as a 4-man core.
You're going to find another turret.
He has absorbed bans every single game he has played at Worlds, and yet he still has such a huge impact on all of the games.
2 at half health. Thank you, Ruler's ultimate. Means the turret's going to fall and Gen G keep pushing forward. A turret trade on the side, though. It is an equal amount of farm gained and lost. Equal number of turrets gained and lost. Scout
hoping that they can play a mistake-free fight at a later objective. That is the goal. Try and scale. Or Gen G can just tank the turret with their Renekton, usher up the minions, they get the inhibitor trade, and it's going to be...
You have to recall soon. You could lose Nexus turrets.
They're just trying to get some money.
8,000 health in the Baron, still going down. Vision is gonna be in the pit, though. The controller not far enough up to force it out. Life goes down! Viper refuses to play defensively, and this time he is rewarded. BDD pushed a bit low. Will it be a smite fight, as EDG are staying in the pit for now? Clid has landed practically every single smite this championship, and be careful, Jarvan. Drop down, 5k health. Baron resetting, Rascal forced back. Scout's on the chase, down to 1k health. Ruler not gonna open up just yet, but Scout is going for more. Gonna find the slow, gonna find the assassination. EDG 2 for 0 from a gold deficit, have closed it down to half. Bullet time able to close out the wave, but they still get the turret. EDG with signs of life.
Be careful.
This one around, it's going to be Flounder able to claim it. Clid did not smite. JJ went a little bit. There's the jump on out. 6,000 health now. Ruler still waiting to go. Sleep on a Mako. Going to be blocked by JJ. No Q to land. 5k on the Baron. Is this the play? A jump in. Huge damage. They could try to burn Baron right now. They could have everything they want. Mako dropped low. Scout wants to burst. Clid pushed around. Is this the play? It's been claimed. That one goes to Gen G. The kick does all right. It's a 1-for-1 so far. Flandre going to be attacked. Flandre cannot kill Rascal. BDD at 1 health, but Scout is in. Scout is here for supremacy, and it's 2 more kills picked up. The recalls come through for Gen G. Should be smiteable soon, then it will go over. Dragon Soul Point, all 5 in the river. EDG.
Thought it was going to be just all she wrote after the jungler so heavily chunked out.
We're going to keep our eyes on Misfortune and on Zoe. Again, Zoe having so many angles she can play with in corridors like this.
Not going to find Jidges yet, but there's going to be a turret down to the bottom lane. Flandre in for a bunch of damage, drops Rascal well below half. And BDD, you poked, and you got poked back. You were flashed down and jumped to the opposing team. Dragon Soul is going to be claimed. The surge of movement speed is going to be valuable. Life poke down to 1k. Scout run around, a lot of move speed. And Rascal's got a flank play. Rascal's got his ulti popped. Rascal's gonna go in for this one. Bullet from the Scout, and they delete 2. Rascal's huge. Viper trying to kite away. He will stay alive. GA popped, but EDG have to run for their lives. Flandre the attack. Flandre the target. And Flandre to die. Gen G may lose the soul, but they win the fight.
Yeah.
20 for Scout, 10 for Mako, 30 for Flandre.
Yeah, they got the wave, but there's another one right behind it, and Gen G are going to usher this one into the Nexus turrets.
Viper ult on, gets away from the bubble. They got to fight for this wave. Gen G going to do his very best to knock it up, but he should be dying for this one. Can they fight for the rest, though? Health bar's getting a little bit low. Tidal wave to clear out the wave as best it can. He's drowsy. He will be dropping. The kick back. Viper barely lives. One turret down. Second one gone as well, but Scout is here. Is it going to be enough? Will they get the Nexus? Viper's in for 2, but Ruler to knock down the Nexus. Gen G 2-1.
And Gen G were not favored coming into today's series, now sitting on match point.
That's definitely bold. In an elimination game from EDG, they're throwing it down.
You bring out a pick that you haven't played in the Zoe, you bring out a pick that you haven't won on in the Kennen. This is a really different direction for EDG, but hey, again, they're down 2, they need to be up.
Yep.
On the side of Gen G, though, I really like what they put together. Once again, a lot of comfort coming out with things like the Azir.
You put it in the brush, you can kind of take the advantage. It looks like it's still going to be with the wave pushed in. Oh, that bubble could mean a lot. Yeah, they can find the knockup if the spells are back available. Find at least an auto attack going in for Clit. Here's it going to be enough as it's Azir coming in, the Emperor, and the first kill comes in. And now JJ going to fight for a bit more. Does trade it back. Is it going to be enough? He's channeling to teleport away. He's going to go to sleep. Oh, Scout makes his double kill happen. They small smites available. Clit has the big one, but it's going to be pushed down too quickly. The bot lane's here just in case.
So they don't get anything out of there, and that's big for EDG.
Gonna be stunned, gonna be locked up. This is so much damage. The ult comes in, the flash followed through with the Heartbreaker, and Clit is on the board. Still more than 0, so I'll take it as a +1. And now Tidal Wave coming across, big damage. The bubble's gonna land as well. BDD, he's ignited, he's got a shield, and he's just gonna drop Scouts on for 3.
On utilizing their Rift Herald and getting paid here, they're going to be able to make it happen.
Not quite going to finish the turret, but it will get all the way to 4 plates claimed, 3 of them shared.
Scout is recalling, no teleport on Zoe.
Yeah. I mean,
I agree with you.
And look at this, Jarvan's on the way over. Azir and Viego, they're on the way first, an early TP. They're going for the quick dive. It's going to be a bit of a 4v2. Ruler cannot get away with the kill. Force of flashes out. Life flashes won't matter. And it's going to be him dropping. Scout wants a bit more. I believe he lands the bubble, but it's not going to get anything else done as they are going to be back down to the turret. They're going to knock down the first turret of the game. Rascal makes the aggressive play, knows he has the backup. It's going to be a longer fight, and that means it's going to be a turret traded and the second Herald going back over to Gen G. So definitely fighting back, but a 3,000 gold lead to EDG off the early game. Yeah. Smites have gone Clid's way, and they will yet again. He still doesn't miss. The TP comes in to take the fight. The dunk comes in. Clid won't find the kill just yet, and it's a swoop in. That's a 1, but the slicing Maelstrom turns it back. 3 kills so far. Kennen gonna make it a 4th, and look at that. EDG get the team fight they want.
Now, once Scout gets his turret, he can even make his way back down, trying to put bubbles over those walls around mid lane.
They'll almost kill, but as long as the reinforcements show up, they can do the rest of the damage. Bot lane already getting attacked and killed. Rascal gonna claim that turret. Bubble may have landed onto the Graves, but Clid's still waiting. Clid's landed every smite in this series. Clid's gonna try again, and Clid's gonna get it again, once again, and it's soul point for Gen G. EDG cannot even team fight with a gold lead. BDD goes in, and so does Flandre. 2 for 1 so far. Rascal low. Clid should drop, cannot get the reset. Ascended to Rascal. 3 alive versus 2, but 1 kill for soul point feels Gen G favored until they get this one. That kill's gonna go through to EDG. Once again, as you play for this, you take the midway first. You make sure they can't counter your turrets. Looking for the play. They might find the sleep. They might find a knockup on a 2. Into the canyon they go. And Clid able to jump over the wall. But this could be it for the Kennen. Able to force a couple of flashes out. A stun and almost dead. Sidestepping it, but BDD finds the long range shot. Zoe not required. EDG had the dragon spawning in 1 second. Will they find a team fight is the question. It's Viper coming in, taking some damage, a really good culling. Rascal could be a target, asleep on a Clid, not gonna mean much, but Ruler's at half. JJ doesn't find the engage. He's gonna find his own death, a flash to safety. And now Rascal wants in for a bit more. Has an ult, the flash means nothing. Takes a bubble, but the health bars are at half. EDG gotta burn down this Drake. And Gen G may just go for the bot side. Flandre gonna stay in the brush, gonna find his ulti to zone out Clid, and force him to jump over the wall. They might find this kill, but they might find Kennen dying. It's gonna be a dragon picked up. It's Scout getting the sleep, getting the first kill, and they might They should, and they do get Ruler. The dunk onto Life, 3 for nothing.
They've done it! EDG have done it! They finally marked Clint! They got him! They're chasing down all of the kills!
And BDD is at 15%. He's gonna get blasted and he's gonna die. Rascal left alone. And Scout got a lot of the early poke as well. I mean, Ruler started that fight. There's your 5,500 damage for Scout. Yes, indeed. Second longest standing member on the team. They got to win 2 straight to do it at this point, but they are so well poised to take game 4.
Yeah, the LPL lives on. EDG aren't quite done with this series yet. Baron Buff will be able to get topside turret for sure. Inhibitor now going to be exposed. And Gen G trying to clear out the wave, push them out. But it's going to be so difficult. Again, engaging into it. Got Kennen ultimate, level 16 there for Flandre. Proto Belt used.
BDD is dropped low enough that there's no team fight for Gen G. A 10,000 gold lead. The Red Bull Baron power play at 2,700. EDG, Kennen, and Scout come together. That's going to be mid lane turret falling as well, and you don't really defend this 5v4. You give the inhibitor for sure. The question is, what else are you going to lose? All the way back in the fountain goes BDD, and it's time to go for the Nexus turrets. They've got double cannon. They got a whole wave. They got a 5v4. It's a jump in. Scout is legendary. Looking for the dive onto the Nexus turrets now as Clit is low. Rascal trying to stay alive, and here comes the last final dive. Slicing Maelstrom. Cuts Gen G to pieces. BDD tries his hardest, finds nothing. The ace comes through for Jet. We've had an exciting set of semifinals. We're going to game 5. EDG in their first semi. They'd like it to be their first final as well.
Try and keep him from sustaining such early damage, because if you can get him through there, you know he's come up with so many clutch plays for the team on his comfort pick.
Yeah, and now with the Orianna and Ryze rounded out, definitely feels like Gen G more indexed into that solid 5v5 team fighting.
River. This is why it's such an important objective.
Oh, BDD gonna be in range almost, only for a slow though. Able to sidestep the knockup and walks away, but that doesn't mean he's gonna drop a couple of CS here. And can they train for a bit more? I mean, Scout could theoretically go for the big route. Yes, he does. EQ's gonna be back up. The flash follow! That was beautiful. The youngest player left the world sets up first blood for Scout.
Get picked off. Just commit to your misfortune, getting your minion wave. Good job there. They play it calmly.
Renekton finally now going to take the recall. Turret down pretty low. Play on the top side. They've got the root. They've got the knockup, and they're going to find the second kill. Scouts 2-0. Last time that happened, they won the game. Life wants in, but do you really want a 5v4? Jin opens up, looks for the shots. So far, so good on the Life, removing some from the Gen G health bars.
And to take this dragon.
They get the teleport out early as well. Answer, dragon picked up by EDG.
They may still go for this dive. The turret's not going to live very long. And Scout's here to find the root, to find some damage. Follow up by the Jin as well, still just throwing in damage. A dunk onto Misfortune, sidestepping most of it. And it's going to be flashes to get away from the solar flare. But that's still Viper finding the first kill. Roamorp shows up for a bit more. A dodge away from the shockwave. 1 for 1 so far. Clip would love to find the next bit of the kill. Gets a knockup. Viper, though, kiting back pretty well. And gets the next one, and now opening up for a little bit more. He's assassinating with these shots. The fourth one puts him at 1 HP. And JJ now wants it on a BDD. Flashless on the Orianna. A bit more at the Gorge Ring. The auto attacks come across, and EDG are 5-1.
5, Gen G think they can turn it around, but Mako shows up, stuns Clint, EDG finish off the play.
Oh, smiteable. Nope, of course. Clid's there. Of course it is. It's going to happen. Rascal does not quite get to walk all the way up. Okay, whoa. Stunned, rooted. He wanted it. He's not going to get it. Rascal walks his face in. A double stun in from Mako. And that means Gen G may have killed the Herald. But can they win this fight? Mako is low. Forced to walk away. 1-0 EDG.
You mentioned Scouts. It's going to be so nice for him now, transitioning to the mid game.
Gen G doing a nice job of taking advantage of the reset timing having to come up from EDG, but I like that you hit on that Gen G pretty much have this one goal they want to go for.
And EDG are the ones trying to play the map. You make it more dangerous by getting those deeper wards through the jungle.
But EDG are giving away the control as Ryze is clearing mid, and Life is in for the flank. Gen G go in, they find the knockup. They look for the kill, but Viper stays alive. Will they kill Mako? Yes, a 1-0. The shots come across. Ruler a bit isolated, but will not be hit by the skill shots. Rascal a bit low, and Life has been traded back. The dunk comes in. It's 3 unanswered. A stopwatch for Scout, and he stays alive. It's the ace. It's Gen G falling. It's the last hope of the LPL.
It was an arduous journey for them to get to this point, but the LPL prevails.
And with that, EDG is just going to be able to keep funneling forward. They have mid-wave, they have Flandre up in topside, so they can start pivoting towards that lane once the wave does crash.
After the last fight that they lost. They are so far in the hole, they've got to make it.
Roam up just in case. Rascal's on the TP. No, it's going to be Jarvan going in. Puts the dunk in, flashes away. Bullet time going to force the disengage. Ultimately, everyone lives.
I'm a little bit surprised that GEN did commit so hard there to try and give it away. I feel like you could have played that a bit slower, but still, they are able to get away. So for EDG, they're totally fine.
Yep, because they get him out, they can just run right over back to top lane with the Baron that will get inside the base. That will be Inhibitor.
And with the Baron buff on, you know defending a fight is always going to be hard. So it's going to be 1 turret traded for 2.
Mako, since 2015, a franchise player.
And in so doing, be the first time they head to a world final. Would love to keep that streak going of winning when you make it happen. Clid goes in for the play. Ulti still available on the back line. We have GEN going in. Stun's gonna hit onto life. They still find the back line. Ruler trying to stay alive, kiting away. And Clid is down. 1-0 in a gold lead. A 5v4 looks good. Scout would love to push down Rascal. It was his flank that killed them in game 3. And it's Scout that gets his revenge. It's Flandre knocking him down as well.
And he's rewarded.
Yeah, now EDG, 20-30 second death timers at least can get themselves another inhibitor. Flandre gonna pick themselves up the soul, and now it just feels like a matter of time.
When the early game was better, GEN got his team so many first bloods.
We're gonna be keeping our eyes on GEN. No Cataclysm. Mako, though, does have his ultimate, and they do want to look to start and engage. They have 2 waves of minions, one with super minions. They can look to keep sieging this down with things like the GEN and try and find an opportunity to go for the engage.
Gonna be the GEN to start it up. Sidestepping every single shot, but it is 1 turret down, ready to keep going. Still a 10,000 gold lead in the inventories themselves, let alone the wallets. Clid gonna sidestep a bit here. Turret still under fire. Can't go for bot lane just yet, still waiting for the wave, but the Baron buffed cannons are gonna keep flooding in. The supers come in now as well to knock down even more. This turret's going to fall. Gen G, when will you fight for your life? An open Nexus is the time as Clid is in the back line, taking the shockwave to help him to try to knock down GEN, but it's not gonna happen just yet. Stopwatch burned. 1-0 so far. Take the second. Here comes the Realm Warp. Clid left alone. He will fall, and Ruler sees his kingdom fall to ashes. He's got no turrets left. He's got no life left, and he's got no road left to the World Championship. Viper puts in a couple of shots. BDD is going to die, and the Nexus falls, and EDG, the last of the LPL, are headed to their first World Final.